The following program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.
Hi, my name is Leo Connors and welcome to The Ring and All Other Sports. Tonight, I got two very special guests. I'm stepping out of New England for this one, guys. I got Joel and Jose, the SAT. What's up, guys?
What's up, Leo?
Hey,
How you doing, man?
How are you?
I'm doing great, guys. Like I
Good
said,
to see you, Leo.
you too. Like I said to you guys off air, I'm so excited for this. Thank you guys for coming on. And let's get right into it. Guys, growing up, how much wrestling did you guys watch on TV and what was it? Like, you know what I mean? Was it just WWE or?
Well, growing up in the beginning, right off the bat in the beginning was WWE. We didn't know anything else. Chris Divine, remember Chris Divine? He was in Ring of Honor as well,
yeah.
Quiet Storm. So Chris Divine was our neighbor when we were young. He used to live right upstairs in an apartment building in Brooklyn. So he was kind of on to other promotions like WCW, ECW, Japan. So he kind of put us onto all those different aspects of wrestling. Because we had no clue there's other wrestling. We didn't even know there was independent wrestling. We thought it was just WWF and that's it. There's nothing else out there. And he put us on real quick. He actually took us to our first ECW shows when we were young.
Oh, nice, nice. I remember Chris and I remember Quiet Storm who ended up in Japan. He's still there, I think, right?
Yeah, he lives there.
He's still there.
He's married and a kid over there.
Nice, nice. When did you guys know that wrestling was something you wanted to do?
I guess going to HWA shows. Like when we used to watch ECW first off, right? Like once we got open to ECW, like it like gave color to the world of professional wrestling to us, you know.
Right.
Because we could compare ourselves to one of the ECW superstars. They weren't like giants, 300 solid muscle guys, you know what I mean? And you look at the Ravens and the Sandmans and the Sabus, and that's how I saw it. I was like, wow, I could do this.
Nice. And what about you?
Which is a lie, you know, you got to work your ass off for it. Go ahead, what happened?
All right. Did you guys play sports as a kid?
Yeah, we played everything.
We played it all. But
Yeah,
Joel
we
was
played-
on most teams. He was in baseball, football,
Boxing.
boxing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was actually qualified to go to the Golden Gloves. He was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So like, I used to have some hands.
I had no idea about that. I grew up in Lowell, Mass, and I'm actually friends with, you must have heard of Irish Mickey Wood.
Hell yeah. Legend.
Yeah, Mickey's
Wow.
a
Oh,
good friend of
shit.
mine. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, most people know that Mikey Whipwreck traded you guys, but didn't Mike Awesome start it? Traded you guys
No,
first?
no.
No? Okay.
That was a big misunderstanding.
It's even on Google.
That's why
Yeah.
I
That's
picked
crazy.
it up somewhere. I looked it up.
Also, Mikey introduced us to Mike Awesome, like I believe the first time we met him was in at the All-Stars. I think it was the ECW, the last show. I think he was just there. Maybe. But we opened the relationship going to 01 Pro Wrestling in Japan. We saw a lot of Mike Awesome, and we got the opportunity to hang out with him, train with him, and all that. But
MLW too.
and MLW, yeah. Mikey Whipwreck is the only trainer we had.
Okay, great. All right.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. What about
It's all right.
Did Red trade with you guys too? You guys all start at the same time?
Yeah.
It was six of us. It was myself, Joel, Amazing Red, Quiet Storm, Chris Divine, and Brian Excel. So all of us actually got trained under Mikey.
Right. And all you guys were working at Ring of Honor when I met all you guys.
Yeah.
We all got in everywhere together.
That's awesome. I forgot all about Brian XL. I hate to say that because he was a great worker.
Yeah, he was good. He owns Hog.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the owner.
Oh, I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Red's his head trainer, but
Okay.
Brian Excel is the owner and founder of Hog.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. I know you guys went to Japan very early in your career. You competed as 6.4. Is that true?
Yeah.
What was that about?
That is, it's a book of dragons, and I guess page 264 means the rise of the young dragons,
Okay.
and it was to that's why they called us 6.4.
It was weird. It was like the Hurricane Dragon Kids. It was supposed to be a faction eventually, but it never turned into anything.
Okay. All right.
It was weird.
Nobody ever asked us that. 6.4.
How was your first tour of Japan? Like eye-opening, I can imagine.
It was amazing. It was fun. It was 401. We wrestled the first night, I believe, the Battle Brothers, and then the second night we wrestled what's his name? Ishii.
Okay.
Ishii, yep.
And
Takaiwa.
Takaiwa. They were the 01 Pro Wrestling Tag Team champs.
Ishii's in AEW now, right, or something, or Impact.
I'm mistaken. That was another tour. When we first went there, it was the Battle Brothers, and then it was Dick Togo and Hidaka.
Okay.
That's what we wrestled. Our first tour.
All right. And how long was that first tour?
That was short.
It was about a week and a half.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you gone back a few times, or was that the only tour?
Yeah, that was the first tour out of about 6 years, going back and forth to many different companies.
Nice.
We did 01, then we got signed for 2 years for World Wrestling, World Japan Wrestling, which was WJ. Then we did a Hustle show in Kurgan Hall, and that's where we wrestled Spanky and Kaz Hayashi, and then we got brought back to do
Dragon's Gate.
Nice.
Pro Wrestling. Yeah.
That was longest tour, I think. It was like 30 something days.
Yeah.
Right? 40 days straight or something?
Yeah, we did two tours with Dragon's Gate.
Nice. Hey, when you were with Dragon Gate, was Azriel there too?
No.
No, he didn't do on that tour, no.
Because I know he worked over there.
He did a lot of 01,
He went after
right?
us. He went after us, yeah.
Okay.
When we went to Dragon's Gate, Leo, Human Tornado was there, Jack Evans, Pac, Rich Swan, Generico, which is Sami Zayn. They were all staying in the dojo together, and we toured with them the whole tour.
Nice. That's a great group of guys.
Yeah.
Wait, so after you guys trained, what were the first couple of companies you worked for?
HWA was the first company that gave us a shot. Yeah, with Paul Loria, Mikey Whipwreck. Then we went to do the Wild Samoans through Mikey Whipwreck. Then he hooked us up with Maryland Championship Wrestling, which we started doing those shows. And then we landed in ICW, Jack Savith. He opened many doors for us.
Right.
And we were doing ICW shows and USA Pro shows, which was, Frank Goodman shows.
Yeah, he's on the list, Frank Goodman, for sure. Got to get some stories about Frank. So I met you guys at the early ROH shows I catered. How did you guys get hooked up with ROH, which was really founded by Rob Feinstein of RF Video, the late, great Doug Gentry, and Gabe Sapolsky? And I know what happened, to make Rob lose the company. But it really burns me to hear they never mention his name. They say Carrie Silken founded ROH. And that's not true, correct?
Right.
Correct. The first time Ring of Honor was even thought of, I'm going to let you in on this. Ready? There's a video of us. Remember, Rob Feinstein used to always put out videos of different things. So he did a video called On the Road with Tajiri and Super Crazy.
Yep.
Right? Remember that video?
Yeah, I have that video.
Yeah, so he did a video with us On the Road with SAT.
Yeah.
And we toured we did like Dusty Rhodes Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling. We did down south. We did a couple of shows in Virginia, whatever it was, and all the way to Puerto Rico to Taka Michinoku's gym. We did Puerto Rico, Savio Vega, ICW, right? IWC,
IWA.
IWA. So while we were on tour, this is a true story.
Going
This
to
is way
Tennessee.
before Ring of Honor was even thought of yet. We were having a conversation with Rob and Doug, and
Tell
we were
them,
like,
Jose.
why don't you guys open up a company? And they were like, oh, we're like, seriously, this is true story. You can ask Rob.
Oh, I believe
Yeah,
Or-
true story.
And I'm like, why don't you just open a company? You know every single wrestler there is to know. You've worked with every single guy. You've worked with different promoters. You know venues.
ECW.
Open up a freaking company and you'll have all the guys working with you. And he was like, maybe, right? I was like, yeah, bro, make it different too. Make it even down to the canvas. Remember the original canvas was split in two,
Yeah.
blue and red? We got that idea from All Japan and we told them, bro, you should go with that. And don't
And
do
do the
three
turnbuckle.
turnbuckles. Do the single turnbuckle like Japan.
That was all
Nobody's
us in the
doing
car.
that in America right now. Everybody's just doing regular three turnbuckles. Do it different, and it's gonna be different. And I think they came up with the Ring of Honor name, right? But we were like, bro, make the company. And he was like,
We were the first signees in their our video headquarters that we signed the first contracts for Ring of Honor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Back
we-
then.
yeah, we before anybody was even booked, we were first on the card
Yeah.
before we even had opponents.
Wow.
Yeah. Doug
'cause
gave
we
us a
came
call.
up with the whole shebang. He knows it. He knows it to this day.
That's
Ring of
wild.
Honor, Ring of Honor does not only they owe us a tag team title shot, they owe us for thinking of the name, because it was us, me, Jose, and Red, and the way that we structured that whole place. We structured it, and nobody will ever mention it, and no, it will stay quiet. But people need to know this.
It's
You know,
out
the
there
fact Brian
now.
was there, Red, Quiet Storm, Chris Devine, Rob Feinstein. If he ever wants to talk about it, this is facts.
Right.
But they did open up the company. He had the funding to do it. He had the connections to do it. And who else? He knew everyone, and he did it. And he was like, man, look, that's why they gave us the Eddie Guerrero match, and that's why they gave us all the matches that we were getting, because we helped found that place. We helped push the idea of Ring of Honor, and that's where it came from.
That's
These are facts.
unbelievable.
Leo,
I
this
had
is
no
crazy.
idea. I had no idea.
Yeah, man.
That's awesome. It really is. On a side note, the first picture I ever took at a Ring of Honor show was you and Mike Modest at the very first Ring of Honor show in Wakefield. I took a picture
Holy
of you.
shit.
Do you remember? I don't know if you remember, like hanging with Mike Modest.
I wish I had that picture. I love Donovan, man.
Well, I'll try to find it
And
and
Mike.
send it to you.
Yeah, that'd
Donovan
be cool,
Morgan,
man.
incredible guys, man. Great workers too.
Love them. We worked
Well,
for them. for-
Donovan Morgan and Mike Modest, crazy. They were crazy.
So what was the experience like going down to Puerto Rico and working for Savio?
It was really cool to us. It was the first time we ever flew to another country, especially where we were born, Puerto Rico.
Right.
We had all of our families came to see us. It was really fun, man. And I had my boys with me. It was me, Jose, Quiet Storm, Chris Devine, Brian, Rob, and Doug, and it was crazy. It was fun. We were there for about a week. We did about 3 shows with them.
Nice. And was that the
Yeah.
only time
Yeah.
you went to Puerto Rico, or did you go back again?
I went back
Oh,
again
we're back.
I went 2012 to Carlos Colon's company,
Okay.
WWC, with my younger brother, Will. And we got put into the tag team division. We became champs twice, tag team champions of WWC twice, me and Will.
Excellent. I thought Will was your cousin. He's actually your younger brother.
Yeah, he's my
Yeah.
little brother.
He's a real nice
Yeah.
guy. Red's our cousin.
Yes, I know that. Yep. All right. You guys wrestled for all the top independent companies in the Northeast.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to bring up a few promoters, and maybe you can, and some names, maybe you could tell me a story or anything you want. First off, though, before I get there, I want to talk to you real quick about Doug Gentry. I mean,
Yeah.
Doug was such a big part of, when Ring of Honor started up. He came up with the Special K gimmick.
Yeah.
Uh,
He had a
Doug-
lot of influence.
Doug was an innovator, man.
Right. Just like
Doug's
you guys.
idea was, Doug's ideas were to bring in that Japanese wrestlers to the indie scene. He started bringing guys from the West, from the Midwest, from like Texas, like Spanky and London and Michael Shane. That's the first time I ever seen any of those kids.
Right.
And it was all because of Doug. Yeah.
Yeah, Doug's a great guy.
Who else? Doug Williams. Bro, he brought in AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe. You name it, man. They brought in a lot of the superstars you see today. Cole Cabana and CM Punk. They were like punk kids when they first walked in the door.
Right.
They were like, who the hell is this? And look at them now. It's insane.
I still think early Ring of Honor, best roster they ever had. I believe that. I really
agree.
do. I mean,
I agree.
look at the guys you just named. You know what I mean? And there's still guys that Danny Moff, BJ Whitmer. I mean, Matt Stryker. The list just goes on and on and on. You know?
Yeah.
It does.
All right, so let's get into the promotion thing I was telling you about. CZW, John Zandig.
Maniac and almost evil genius.
Right.
Yeah.
It's crazy that genius that Zandig. I mean, CZW had a really good thing going at the time. I really thought CZW was going to be the next company. It was at the brink. I don't know exactly what went wrong. Slightly. I'm not saying anything went really wrong, but I thought it was going to go really, really mainstream for a minute there, right? I felt that way, Joe. That company was different.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
true.
Definitely.
I you know, the ultra violent part, they had that, they separated everything. You know, they were like almost like ECW at the time. Like it was a good bounce off when ECW went down. CZW took the flag a little bit and they started climbing up. But shit happens, you know.
Right.
I have fun working there. Zandig was always good to us.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
I met Trent and Johnny there, and we became best friends, man. And we met the Briscoes there. My first match in CZW, Jose couldn't go, and I ended up tagging with Red against the Briscoes. That was my first match in CZW,
Nice.
and it was through Doug and Ralph Feinstein.
And you guys were so young back then.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Ring of Honor started, I think the first time they came to Mass, Mark wasn't allowed to wrestle or something like that. I know he was young and he couldn't wrestle in certain places.
Yeah. Yeah, that happened to Jose all the time.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't wrestle in Queens because the commission won't let me.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I had to wait. That's why if you see early ICW shows, I was never on. I was too young.
All right. Well, seeing you brought up ICW right there, let's talk about Jack Savage. That's his
my
name,
boy.
right? Jack Savage. Yeah.
Yeah,
well-
he's the man. Jack Sabbath definitely had. I feel like Jack Sabbath brought all the talent that. Because look, if you think about Jack Sabbath's talent, everyone he put together was actually everyone who went over to Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
This is before Ring of Honor. I'm not no knock, right? But
Right.
he had the Hit Squad. He had Loki. He had Xavier. He had us.
Prince Nana.
He had the Briscoes. He had everyone.
Yeah,
Prince-
Prince Nana. You're right.
Prince Nana. Everybody
Low-key.
that was there
Right.
went into Ring of Honor.
Xavier.
It's crazy. Xavier got rest his soul.
God rest his soul.
You know, I'm surprised I haven't brought him up yet. When did you guys meet Homicide?
In the
Years ago.
doghouse.
In the doghouse.
Back in the
20
days. No,
20
we
years ago.
met him at Pedro's the first time I ever met him.
Pedro's.
Oh,
This is be-
LIWF, was it? Was that Pedro's
No,
company?
Yeah.
no, this is before
That's
that.
dumb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's before that. LIWF became the doghouse. Yeah,
Long Island.
yeah. We met him. There was an abandoned church in Brooklyn, and they had a wrestling ring in there. That was the first time me and my brother seen a wrestling ring, and we used to want to get into a wrestling ring instead of the backyard.
Right.
So somebody told us that there was a ring up there, and we went. And Homicide was there, Lathan, Low Key, and Monster Mac.
Wow.
They were doing like their own stuff. That's the first time I ever seen them.
Right.
Then Homicide told us that they were gonna open a school, and then they called it the Doghouse.
Yes.
We used to train there. When we will close out the House of Hardcore, we'll go to the Doghouse.
Nice.
We had training sessions there. Yep.
Excellent, excellent. I'm sure we'll talk about Homicide a little more later. I know you guys worked in New England for PWF New England. Matt Storm, do you remember that?
Yeah.
Do we?
He is.
What's that?
Is it Dewey?
Say that again.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, I know you did, because Matt told me to tell you he said hi too, because he knew you guys were coming on. All right, we'll pass over that one. How about J.A. Jersey All Pro Wrestling and Fat Frank, the late Fat Frank.
JAP.
I love my time in JAP.
I love JAP.
Jersey All Pro had the tag team division with storylines. It was the only independent place that had that, and it was really cool working for JAP. I wish they still on. If they were still on, they would rule Jersey right now.
Absolutely.
Well, let me take that. Let me take that back. I don't know. There's two companies ruling Jersey right now. Go ahead.
No, but I know what you mean. They have their own flavor.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, they are. I have a lot of their videos, like their DVDs. Incredible. I still watch them today, and they're incredible. Some great matches from that company.
Tremendous matches.
Again, I know we brought him up off air, but I have to bring him up on air. One of my best friends, Ref Hansen.
Love Hansen. Hansen was the man. Every chance we got, we always requested Hansen to ref our matches, because
he's the best ref in the business. He was the best ref in the business at the
hands
time.
down. Hands down. Still, I think
I don't understand why he's not on TV. He should be on TV, like reffing high level matches, because that's who he is.
Right.
Yeah, there's no one like him.
He'll be happy to hear that, guys. All right. I want to bring up some more guys from just Jersey All Pro real quick. Most of them were in Special K. We'll start with the Insane Dragon.
I love
he the maniac? He's so
that
good.
Kid, that's another guy that I should have never stopped. This kid has skills, man, like none other. Him and Dixie, both brothers. Sorry, I skipped. Yeah.
That's all right. He was the next. So his brother Dixie.
Yeah.
Love them.
I love having matches with them.
They were always just down to do everything. You know
what I
mean? Like, our style was a little daring at the time. Well, everybody does it now, what we were doing back then. But back then, everyone was a little nervous to do it. So there was some of those guys, like those Insane Dragon and his brother, where they will be okay with it. All right, yeah, no problem. Spanish.
That was our biggest feud in wrestling.
Yeah.
The Special K. It went on for like 2 years. He ended up in the Scramble cage match.
I remember that.
Yeah, it was insane. And it was really, I had fun against the Special K.
All right, I just want to bring up a couple more names from that era.
Let's go.
Hydro, Jay Lethal.
Us and Jay go way back,
He said Hydro. We just see them over at NEW, right? I mean,
nice.
Big Time Wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was there that night that I saw you guys.
Yeah.
We spent some time together. It was fun.
Yeah,
it's been a long time since we've seen him. Yeah, he's the man. Jay's the man.
Great talent, man. All right,
tremendous.
Two more names. Azriel.
That's my boy.
Azriel is like one of these legendary independent wrestlers that he's just so good, and he never stopped being so good. It's crazy. It's like he never misses a beat.
I'm surprised.
And we used to kill those guys.
Oh yeah, I'm surprised he didn't break out more. I know he worked for the ECWA for a while.
Nephew.
Hey, what's up, Noah?
What up, Neff? Love you.
What, you got your nephew over there?
Yeah.
My son.
Your son? Hi, bud. Yeah. All right, one more name. Deranged.
Deranged. Deranged was and also he's also a good talent. I don't know what happened to Deranged. He did a GCW show and then he just disappeared.
Yeah, because I had him on my show, and he had said he was coming back, and then, like you said, he did a couple shows, and then he disappeared again. He's not even on social media anymore.
Yeah.
Wow. But, he's good, man.
Dude, that kid, right? I'll never forget the first time I saw him. The kid I was with isn't a wrestling fan, and he saw him, and he laughed because he's so small and skinny. By the time
Yeah.
the match was over, that my friend couldn't stop singing his praise. He won that guy over from one match. That's how good
Yeah.
that's how good he was.
That's
Yeah,
how
he
it
was
is.
good.
You know?
For
really
real,
good.
for real.
All right,
He's crazy too.
yeah, he is. USA Pro, Frank Goodman, and his 6-hour marathon shows.
You know what? One time we charged him twice
Did you?
because it went on to the next day. I was like, "Yo, listen, you had us here since what 4:00 in the afternoon, and then it's like past 1:00. It's still match number 7 on a 14 matches card."
They were crazy
awesome,
shows,
bro.
huh?
I really had some great experiences on at USA Pro.
Right.
You know, we were young and coming up, and he'll throw every name possible at us, and it helped us grow.
Right. Nice. I'll bring up a name from around Danny DeManto.
He's a rebel.
Yeah.
That guy's a rebel. He's also a guy that's very supportive of like the tri-state area wrestlers, and he still needs to get in the ring with us so we could teach him a thing or two.
There
He
you
got
go.
a big mouth.
Danny DeMonto is legit. He's needed in the business.
And he's worked
He's
his ass off too, huh, guys? Like seriously, people used to kind of make fun of him
legit.
a little bit, and he worked his ass off to be where he is today, which is
Yeah,
running ICW.
yeah.
Right. He's
having-
definitely
they're
one of
having
those
a
guys
show
that
up
are
there.
needed.
Right.
Yeah, they are up there. Yeah, New England.
Absolutely. All right. I got one more name from USA
Do your
Pro. The new Dynamite Kid.
Yeah, whatever happened to Dynamite Kid?
I have no idea, but he was a ticket seller, wasn't he?
He was
Yeah,
a police
I believe so.
officer in real life and a ticket seller, I guess. Yeah,
Oh wow, I didn't know he was a cop. Wow. Good
yeah.
for
He
him.
was a cop. Yeah,
Good for him. How about PWF Steve Carino?
Carino.
Yes.
He helped us out with our first tour in Japan. 0-1.
yeah. He's the one that opened that door.
Oh,
Steve
that's
Carino,
awesome.
right from Ring of Honor to Japan.
Yeah, because he was working over there all the time, right? Was it Hashimoto,
and-
right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Hashimoto.
He's the booker.
got-
He was the booker.
Right.
We got to tag with Hashimoto. It was awesome.
Oh wow. And seeing
Yeah.
I brought up Steve, might as well bring up his son Colby.
Never.
mean,
We met Kobe when he was a kid.
Right.
Legit, he was my son's age. He was probably like
Who?
9, 10 years old at the time.
In Japan.
I haven't seen him in years. I haven't seen him in I've probably seen him in 15 years, right?
Wow.
Well,
Kobe?
personally,
Yeah, in person.
I watch his stuff. He looked
Yeah, I
just
watch
like
his
his
stuff
dad.
now. He's good.
He is
He
good.
became a real good worker, like a real solid wrestler,
Right.
and good for him, man.
And what?
He's
No, go ahead.
no, he has wrestling in his blood for sure.
So you said you met him while you were in Japan,
Yeah, he was a little kid,
right?
and Steve brought him in. He actually did a spot in the ring. He started punching Tanaka and come on, how could I forget his name? What was Tanaka's partner's name, Jose? He used to do the springboard drop kick. Otani.
Otani.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Otani's the man.
All right.
Remember they were bumping to Carino?
What's
Yeah.
that?
To little Carino? Yeah. Kobe was punching him in the face. They were bumping all over the ring. The crowd was going insane.
That's awesome. All right. How about one more name from the PWF? Ricky Landell. Just a random name. Do you remember Ricky?
Yeah, I remember Ricky with his his white trunks and sometimes blue trunks. He used to put his knee pads down. Yeah, blonde hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to Ricky? What the hell happened to Ricky Landau?
I don't know, man. It's weird how like sometimes people
He went
just,
to Japan too.
yeah, he
I
was
thought
in
he was gonna
Japan.
make it.
He was pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, he really was.
He reminded me of Benoit, right, Joel?
No, you're talking about Josh Daniels.
Oh, he
Josh
was good too,
Daniels.
Josh Daniels.
He's an actor now.
Is he
Josh
really?
Daniels is an actor, right?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he's an actor. Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing film. Yeah.
Nice. Hey, guys, before we keep going with this, I want to make sure I get it in. Let's talk about the wrestling schools you guys opened or are open. Yeah, they already open?
Well, the one in Queens is about to launch this Wednesday and Thursday. It's going to be a 2-day opening. It's in 7825 Jamaica Avenue in Queens. The hours are Monday to Friday from 4 o'clock to 10 p.m. The trainers, there's always going to be a trainer in there. It's me, Jose, my brother Will, Mike Verna is going to be an assistant trainer, Chris Cage and Whiplash from the Zoltan. They're like probably the greatest little indie tag team ever.
The address is 9825 Jamaica Avenue.
Oh, 9825. Yeah, my bad.
9825 Jamaica Avenue, Queens, New York.
Okay. And
Yep.
It's Monday through Friday from 4 to 10.
Well, Grim Reaper is also a trainer there, so
nice.
It's going to be a mix. It's going to be a mix of trainers. So it's the SCT, Grim Reaper, Mike Verna, and the Zoltan. It's going to be amazing. We're going to have Raven come down once a month to do psychology and promo classes. It's going to be a real groundbreaking school. This one.
That's awesome, guys. You know, I wish you nothing but the best with that. That's
Thank
great. Now that's just one school. What about the other one?
The other school is in Manhattan. It's in 39th Street and 6th Avenue.
Okay.
And it's not open yet. It will take another week or two to open up. Okay. Yeah. Once that has a 6-sided ring. It has a floor ring and has like 6 showers, 3 bathrooms. It's insane. It's amazing.
That's awesome, guys. Yeah. I know you just brought up Grim Reaper, and I just want to bring this up real quick. He just had a match with a local kid from around here. He also was on that big time show that you guys are on, Alec Price. Did you get to see him?
Man, Alec, listen, I love that kid, man. Alec Price, he's gonna be something, I'm telling you.
I agree.
And he shows love. He's dedicated to wrestling, and he's different. He just everything he does in the ring is different than every other high flyer. If you really look at him, he's not like a little Mark kid. He does his own thing.
He'll be here in 2 weeks. He's been on before. Great worker. Very proud of him.
Tell him that we're very proud of him too.
I definitely will. I won't forget that for sure. All right. So how about our PWU, Trent Acid, the late, great Trent Acid?
Wow. We had so much fun there.
Yeah.
Because it was our friends. Right. Like Johnny and Trent. So it was like carte blanche, whatever we wanted to do kind of thing, you know? And Johnny gave us freedom to do whatever we wanted to do. Yeah, and work with
Todd Gordon.
Crazy.
Right.
Todd Gordon was involved.
Man, we learned so much from Todd Gordon, just sitting there, just listening to him and him guiding, you know, certain things in of how me and my brother maneuver in the ring, and just his smarts in the wrestling business just helped us out a lot, man.
Right.
And Johnny's a pretty good booker.
Johnny and Trent were the man. I can't say enough. I tell that to everybody. They were like the best tag team. When me and my brother were coming up, there was the Hit Squad, and then there was the Backseat Boys.
Right.
You know, the Briscoes were like us. We were coming up together, actually. So
right.
The Backseat Boys, once we got to wrestle them, I remember watching them wrestle in Chicago. Remember, Jose, we went over there just to watch the show, and they were wrestling. They wrestle. I'll tell you right now how they were wrestling. It was the Backseat Boys versus, man.
That's when Trent had the bleach blonde hair.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, all bleach blonde hair.
They were wrestling Don Montoya and Reckless Youth.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Wow.
That was a sick match.
That's a match I haven't heard in a long time.
When I was watching that match, I was like, wow, Jose, this is crazy. That was the first time I seen Mike Quackenbush and what he could do. They opened me up to something else, you know. We were pretty innovative ourselves, always have been, but over there in Chicago, it was different.
Can you tell us some of the moves that you guys invented?
Okay, number one, Spanish Fly, Beach Breaker, which I call Ball Buster since I was like 17, 18 years old. The Powerbomb to the knees, Jose made that up. He calls it the SAT bomb. And then the Tower of Doom, We made that up in Ring of Honor. I actually came up with that all on my own. And I was telling everybody what to do. And they were like, what the hell are you talking about? And we pulled that bit of sucker off in Ring of Honor. We invented tope to the DDT. My brother Jose came up with that. The Red came up with the core red, the infrared, the running shooting star from the floor. Nobody ever done that to Red. Started doing it. Shit. What else?
Canadian Destroyer?
The Canadian Destroyer.
Wow.
That baby got invented. That baby got invented by us in Atlanta in a pool. Yeah. Before
we gave it. Joel invented it in the pool with Red. Always with Red because he was small.
Right.
And then we were in TNA at the time. We just started to do TNA shows. So then Quiet Storm was there, and he didn't really have a finishing move. And Joel was like, "Why don't you just do that?" Right. And he was like, "Oh, that's great." And he wrestled Red right in TNA, and he did the running, jumping power driver at the time. Petey Williams came in a little later on.
A year later.
Same company. When we left and Quiet Storm left TNA, then Petey Williams started to do it and called it the Canadian Destroyer, which is not his move. He stole it.
Then they saw each other at a cyberspace show. So we were cyberspace wrestling, and Petey Williams was sitting in the bleachers, and then Quiet Storm comes up to me and Jose. He was like, "Bro, he just keeps staring at me and staring at me. What the hell?" You know, it's like my brother was like, "Cause he stole your move." And then Petey Williams comes down. He's like, "Yo, can I pay you for it?" He offered them some money for it. And Quiet Storm, did Quiet Storm take the money?
I think so. I don't remember. Maybe.
I think he took $50 for it. Wow. I'm serious.
Yeah, see, I had no idea. I thought Petey Williams made that move up. See that? I didn't know.
Anything that looks like that. All the famous moves right now.
Right now. I don't know if you watch.
Not to sound cocky, but it's our moves.
Leo, you were there at the show. You seen the clothesline Joel did on Mark?
Oh, yeah.
The top rope?
Yeah.
They stole it. It's on TNA already.
Wow.
I mean, it's in AEW. Sorry. They just did it.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It never
Unreal.
ends. Yeah, it never ends.
That's crazy.
Well, but that's our thing. We always been about innovating and inventing things and bringing stuff like this to wrestling. I just didn't know it was going to stick years later. You know, right now, when me and Jose and Will are gone, Spanish Fly's going to live forever. It's a move that everyone does. And we brought that out to wrestling. These Brooklyn kids.
That is awesome, man. That is really awesome. All right, how about we'll go one more name from PWU. I don't see him around much anymore, but Devin Moore.
Devin Moore, man. You know, I just spoke to Drew Blood.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, like a couple of months back. And Devin Moore, he always reminded me of Taka Michinoku. I don't know why, his style, and tremendous kid. Everybody liked him. I never seen him. I mean, I never heard he had any problems with anybody. Right. He was cool to us, and we were cool to him. Yeah, Devin's a bro.
now, Drew Blood just came back to wrestling, correct?
Yes, Drew Blood came back to wrestling. He's actually trying to talk to Devin Moore to get a match with me and Jose.
Yeah, they were a pretty good tag team.
Yeah. Let's see though, man. Like the indie guys, y'all gotta line up fast. I don't know if we're gonna get signed or not, man. It's coming. I feel it. It's in the air. It's coming.
You guys need to be signed. You should have been signed already, in my opinion. I'm serious.
People be scared, Leo.
You know? All right. You guys worked for the ECWA for a little bit too, correct?
Correct.
ECWA Tag Team Champions.
Yes. Now, any stories of Jim Kettner?
Jim.
Oh man, Jim Kettner introduced us to Kevin Kelly, and Jim and Kevin Kelly are the ones that helped us get into tights and take off the jumpsuits, get into character, do promos. They taught us how to do promos properly at the time, and they gave us a open apron. You know, they allowed us to do what we do. And there was no stopping us, and they didn't want us to stop. So Jim Kettner and Kevin Kelly both, man, thank you.
Excellent. I got to bring this guy up from ECWA because he actually became a pretty good friend of mine. Mr. Ooh La La.
I love Ooh La La from ECWA, man. That's freaking awesome.
Ooh La La was fun, man.
That guy is so cool.
So much fun. Yeah, man.
He's freaking awesome.
I actually remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but recently he had his first title shot for the ECWA title, and he won. but I actually went up there to see him win the title. Guy's a great
is
guy,
cool.
man.
Yeah, that's great.
Like I
That's
said,
amazing.
he's become a pretty good friend of mine. Great guy. One more guy from the ECWA, and this is only the third time he's ever been brought up on this show. JJ, the ring crew guy.
I remember JJ. Holy shit.
I do remember
That's
JJ the Red Bull guy.
crazy.
Man, sometimes people, they get characters like that and they run with it, man. JJ ran with it. He
Right.
ran with the ring crew guy. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
You guys,
Cool too.
you guys brought up cyberspace a little bit ago. Well, Billy
Yeah.
Firehawk. That was his name, right?
Yeah.
Billy Firehawk, yeah. Rest in peace. Billy was a character, a real life pimp character type of guy.
Right.
Our conversations were really short. He'll be like, "You're wrestling these guys," and he'll give us an envelope, and that'll be that. Yeah.
Now, his shows all in Connecticut, or did he run some up in New York too?
He ran in Jersey mainly.
Oh, Jersey. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sewell, New Jersey. Where else he ran, Jose?
Tom's River, maybe.
Tom's River, New Jersey. Yeah, he mainly ran there too.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go through some tag teams that you faced, kind of like the name game. You can say whatever you want.
Let's go.
You like them, you don't like them, whatever comes to mind. The Christopher Street Connection, Buffy and Mace.
We had a tremendous match with them in the All-Stars. I love both of them. There's nothing I could say
Great guys.
about them.
Freaking great matches.
Yeah, they were really good workers, and I'll tell you, they freaked me out.
They were the ones that changed the game when
Right.
it comes down to the whole. I don't know if I could say. Yes. I don't know. I don't want to say anything out of line. I'm just saying they're my friends, and
Right.
they're the first ones to do it.
Yeah,
Yep.
They were, and that's why they freaked me out, because they really dove into that gimmick.
Yeah, they dominated it too.
And they were,
Because then they'll kill you in the ring.
oh yeah, they both could work big time. I mean, they were.
I used to love how Buffy will whip you to the turnbuckle and then he'll
And whirl
prance
his
across
nails.
Oh, nice and slow.
Boom!
Clothesline.
Nail you and then nail you in a Vader,
Right.
a Vader form.
Fucking Buffy, I know you're gonna get to watch this, Buffy. You better get your ass back in the ring. I always talk to Buffy, man. Me and my cool.
Nice. Like I said, they were a really good tag team. How about I know you faced Red and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
My
That's it.
dream match. I mean, not a lot of people could say I wrestled Eddie Guerrero.
Right.
We did. Besides that, we wrestled Red, since practice.
It's the backyard.
but wrestling him and with Eddie was it just felt special. The whole night was special.
Right.
It was great, and we became boys. Us and Eddie. He wrote about us in his book.
Yeah.
We spoke every Wednesday after that. It's funny because he told me he told me, Jose, right? Check it out. We used to see him when we used to get dog matches for SmackDown and Raw through Don Pritchard and then Tommy Dreamer. And one day I saw him over there and me and Jose were talking and we're like, we cool with Eddie. Like Eddie would bring us into the back of the garden. He went anywhere he saw us, he would just bring us into the room. He would go to MLW shows to go see us. So it was crazy. And one day I was telling Jose, maybe we should ask him to get a job in the WWE, right? He's like Intercontinental champion. Why not? He told me and Jose that we were too ahead of our time and that he wasn't going to do that because he said our time will come. He was like, your time is done now. It's going to be 10 years from now. I was mad when he told me that.
Right.
And he was like, but when your time comes, y'all going to do the dance. That's what he told us. And you know what? I'm waiting for that dance. It's coming.
Well, I'll tell you what. I remember seeing you guys. Was it on Velocity or Heat? And I was flipping out at my house. You know what I mean? Seeing you guys in the WWE ring was incredible. Who were some of the guys? Who did you work in the WWE?
We wrestled the Basham Brothers.
Basham Brothers
Oh, yeah.
We
twice.
wrestled them twice. We wrestled the Big Show. That was in
Yep.
Velocity, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We wrestled. Who else we wrestled? We had a few guys.
And,
We did a couple of other matches against indie guys too.
London and Kendrick
Nice.
And
dog
Spanky.
match. Yeah.
Yeah, that matter of fact, they were
You
the
know.
tag team champs for a while.
They
Yeah.
were tag champs when we were there, yeah.
Nice.
When we were getting tryouts.
Okay. How about I brought him up earlier, the Carnage crew, Loca DeVito.
You know, we just finished wrestling in a hardcore match. It was my first tag team hardcore match like that. It was crazy in the chains. They still got it, man. DeVito's a tremendous athlete. Same with H. They're just great people. I don't know what else to say. Great in the ring and great out the ring. But if you get them pissed off, they'll come after you for blood.
Oh, I believe that. I believe that. And they like to have a nice cold one after their matches too.
I'm a big Marco DeVito. Growing up,
Yeah.
I'm a fanboy over him.
Right.
So that's my guy.
All right. Great talent. You brought him up a couple times. The Ballard brothers, Shane and Shannon, I think their names are.
Yeah,
Fantastic,
Shannon
bro.
Batter. Those are our Japan first match. They're our first in Japan. We tore it up too.
Our first in Japan, and that was our travel buddies the whole week, right?
Yeah.
Showed it up. And in California.
And
We
in
hung out with
California.
those guys, bro. Them boys
Yeah.
is good, man.
Nice.
Yeah, they're good at another tag team. They will rip under those jerseys.
Oh,
rip
yeah.
to shreds.
They were a really good team.
Yeah, it was like
They were a great team.
All right. How about Christian York and Joey Matthews?
legends.
That was the first match I ever had with Jose that I had butterflies in my tummy.
Really?
Right over them, yeah, because they were everywhere, all over the newspaper because they did that running in the Hammerstein Ballroom for ECW, and
Yeah.
they were like everywhere, and we got to work them, and they were really good.
You know, speaking of ECW, before they closed, were you guys about to go to ECW with like
Yes.
Low T, Red,
Pretty-
you guys? I thought
Yeah.
there was like
Pretty
6
much.
or 7 of yous, right?
So this was the idea. Amazing Red was going to be part of the FBI.
Yep.
He was going to be with Mama Luke, Guido, Sal, and Red. And me and Jose, we're going to start a faction with Super Crazy called La Raza.
Okay.
It never happened, but that's what was supposed to happen.
Wow. Because I
And
remember.
same thing where that happened to us and nothing happened out of that. And it also happened to us in TNA early days. We wrestled Jerry Lynn in a handicap match, and Conan came out, and we were gonna do the whole LAX thing. It was supposed to be us, but I don't know what happened, left and right. It didn't happen.
Wow. That would have been great.
Yeah.
All right. How about you've already talked about them a little bit, but what a tag team they were. Divine Storm.
Oh, freaking
Our brothers
fantastic
in
people, man.
arms.
Our brothers forever. We're forever tied to them.
Right.
We grew up together, so it's like it's
That's our
beyond
nemesis.
wrestling. This is
That's our nemesis.
yeah, it's beyond
Divine
wrestling.
story.
We grew
Yeah.
up together, so that's family.
Now, Chris walked away a long time ago. He's never come back, huh?
Well,
No,
Chris
he's
wants one
gonna-
more match.
Does
One
he?
more.
Yeah, he wants
It's gonna-
to wrestle us with Quiet Storm.
Oh man, we got to get Quiet Storm back from Japan.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, John said he's down. He's like, I'm ready. Whenever you guys ready, I'll come down and we'll do it.
Oh, that'd be great, guys. All right, I'm gonna bring up just a couple other guys, just like in the name game. The late great John Xavier.
Xavier's freaking
A
the
great
man.
loss. A great loss. It's crazy because his comeback lined up with me and my brother's comeback, and we were talking, and this is crazy because we lost a good friend.
Yeah, because
Before the pandemic hit.
right,
Yeah.
he was gonna
we were
come
all-
back.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
were all
yeah.
scheduled to do Vegas. Ring
Ring
of
of
Honor.
Honor. Yeah.
It got canceled a couple times. We were supposed to do Boston Ring of Honor, right?
No, we were supposed to
Okay.
do the pier in Manhattan. Ring of Honor.
Manhattan.
But it got
Canceled.
canceled because of COVID. And then we
before
were going
that,
to do
it got
the
canceled.
Vegas shot when they were going to do the old school versus the new school.
Yep.
Xavier called me and he was really excited. He was like, "Yo, I'm on that card." And I said, "Me too." And he was talking to me about coming down to New York to train with me and Jose to get him sharp.
Right.
And then a week later, that happened.
Yeah, because he had actually moved to New England for a little
Mhm.
while, and I had talked to him, and he
Yeah.
told me he's like, hey, I'm going to try to get back into wrestling. What's a good school? So I hooked him up with this guy, Jose Perez, from around here. I don't know if you know Jose, but
No.
but then I guess nothing really materialized. Like you said, the pandemic hit, and then unfortunately,
Yeah.
he passed away.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
What a great guy, though. I mean, like, here, I'm just a fan. I hit him up one day, asked him if he'd sign a picture. So I mailed it to him, and he mailed it back. Just the type of guy I never would have expected. After that, he was hitting me up just to chat. Just a super guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, he was.
He was, man.
Good dude.
How about Low Key?
Savage in his own right.
That's Bruce Lee. The Bruce Lee of wrestling.
Yeah, he's a real life. I swear to everything. He's a real Low Key is the epitome of martial arts and wrestling. Like when I say that, I mean because martial arts is all kinds of arts and all kinds of Low Key embodies that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's that guy.
Yeah, very, very, very great wrestler. I know you guys took on this team from down in the Maryland area, Adam Flash and Danny Rose.
Yo.
Flashing my guy. Danny Rose. Oh my God. Leo, you bringing us back. This is awesome. Yeah, that was fantastic. I love Flash, man.
Learn
that's
from
another
those guys
guy.
too. Both of them. They were like they had like 10 years ahead of us.
Right.
And we
They were
just
doing
learned.
ECW as well. They were doing mad shit in ECW.
Yeah. Except, when we stepped in the scene, they never seen nothing like us. So that they wanted to wrestle us.
Right. And, I don't think Danny Rose gets enough credit for being as good as he was. I really don't think,
Yeah.
Yeah.
more people should be talking about that guy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You're
for
right.
real.
All right, Samoa Joe.
It's my brother.
Yo, brother in arms too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mojo, we used to live in an apartment in Brooklyn. We
You
were,
gotta tell the
we were
story?
coming up. Yeah, I gotta tell the story. Leo asked about Joe,
Yeah.
gotta tell him. So Mojo was in town and he's like, man, where you guys at? That you want to crash with us instead of staying in a hotel? He's like, hell yeah. Instead of paying hotel, I was like, all right, we live with our mom. Because, we're 16, 17 years old. So we're living at home with my
We
mom.
weren't that young. We weren't that young.
We were young. Joe was
Not that young.
what, 20 years old?
He wasn't that young. We were like in our
Who'd you-
20s.
No. Hell no, bro. Probably, maybe. Anyway, that was Joey Matthews' advice. Live with your parents as long as you can.
Right.
In wrestling.
Smart.
Legit. He legit told us that. So we were there
Yeah.
and we were like, hey, Ma, we're bringing our friend over. She was like, okay. And she was like, all right, he's coming upstairs and he's going to crash tonight. And we're going to the show in the morning, whatever. She was like, yeah, that's fine. He could crash. He walks in and she's like, holy shit. He's a giant. Samoa Joe walking through the door. She was like, you didn't tell me your friend is freaking like two men in one. He's huge. And not saying he's freaking big. He's like a door.
Yeah.
And we hanging out, we're playing PlayStation, whatever. We're all gamers, so we love to game. And then it's hot summer day. So he's like, hey man, I'm gonna turn on a fan. I was like, yeah, go ahead, plug it in. And what happens when he plugs it in, Joel?
The lights went off. The breaker broke. So check it out. The breaker blew, right? And then they had to go to the basement to go get the breaker turned on. It was hell on earth to go do that shit. And it sparked. It sparked again when we tried to plug it in. So fast forward to the biggest blackout in New York history, which was when was it? The blackout 2007. Remember that big blackout that happened in New York? And it was summertime. The lights went off for like almost a full day in New York City, and there was no calls. Like all the phones were offline.
Wow.
This before Wi-Fi was really good, and I get a call, and it's Samoa Joe from California. It went through. I pick up and I'm like, "What's up, man?" And he's like, "Hey, did you plug in that fan again?" That's what happened, man. That's the story. I was really upset though.
Yeah, no, Joe, a great guy, man. Always was so cool to me and whoever I brought to the shows, just like you guys were.
Yeah.
CM Punk, who just came back to wrestling not that long ago.
CM Punk, man.
Man,
I like
Punk.
Punk was fun.
Yeah.
He's always quiet. I mean, he was cool and shit, but he just did his he always just did his own thing, you know.
Yep. All right.
His own boys. Yeah.
How about his old running mate? I don't think they're running mates anymore, but Colt Cabana.
You know, we actually did Colt Cabana's first podcast. He told me his first podcast was me and my brothers and Red.
Really?
Yeah. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
In Ring of Honor.
Because I mean, he's got a very successul podcast too.
Yeah. When I was running shows in Brooklyn, when my brother stepped up for a while, Jose, I always brought in Colt. I mean, us and Colt Cabana are really, really cool.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's a tremendous guy in and out of ring. Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, when he was coming up for the Beyond shows around here, I was always talking to him. He'd call me over just to shoot the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
the
super
man.
cool.
He's such a sweetheart. He's such a cool dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got just 2 minutes, guys.
No doubt. It's my baby. Go ahead.
How about Dunn and Marcos, the Ring Crew Express?
Man, I used to love wrestling them, bro.
Those kids were good, man.
Are those DeVito's kids? I think they're DeVito's kids.
I think they were, yes.
Yeah. They're really good. No wonder they were so good. Look at the teacher.
Right.
It's like Mikey Whipwreck. You know Mikey Whipwreck? He has how many of the top students he has produced like the top stars right now. Matt Cardona,
right.
Kurt Hawkins, the SAT, three of us.
Right.
John Silver, Alex Reynolds. What's Plasma's name now? We used to call him Plasma. Trent Beretta.
Oh, yep.
These are all Mikey Whipwreck students.
Wow.
All of them.
That's awesome.
It's insane.
And you know who's putting out a lot of wrestlers in that area right now is Creative Pro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So everybody's like an offspring of Mikey Whipwreck.
Yeah.
Offspring, yeah.
Guys, listen, we got under a minute left. You guys want to plug the school again?
Well, I want to plug MLW, man.
Okay.
This Friday we back at MLW. This Friday night in at the ECW Arena.
Nice.
The SAT are back. We're gonna go over there and start some trouble. Me and my brother are back, and we won gold, man. So tag team, Pablo and Hustle. They're the tag team champions there. We'll see you Friday.
That's awesome, guys. Like I said, man, thank you for coming on the show. You guys, like I said,
Leo,
I had
much love.
Same here, brother. I mean that. You guys were always so cool to me. I think you're a hell of a tag team. I wish nothing but the best for you guys. I hope to see you on TV everywhere. And I'm going to make a trip up to see you guys up there. So I'll keep you posted.
Awesome. Absolutely.
Yeah, listen,
bring the equipment.
we got some things brewing, and if they go through, we're going to come back on the show and promote if it's okay with you.
Absolutely. Anytime, guys. Thanks again.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Thank you, Leo.
That's it, guys. Peace.
The preceding program was provided by an independent producer solely responsible for its content. The opinions expressed do not necessarily represent the views of this station, its staff, board of directors, or underwriters.